There is a single moment when it all clicks, and suddenly you can see the path forward. Today, we're going to talk about what happens the instant your path lights up. Welcome to the Midlife Reinvention Podcast, a podcast helping women in career and life transitions achieve clarity on their next steps so they can transform uncertainty into an energizing next chapter. I'm your host, Kavita, and the founder of It's My Time Now Coaching. If you're wondering what's next in your career or life, you are in the right place. Through solo and guest episodes, you'll gain practical tips, tools, and inspiration to help you uncover blocks, gain confidence, and be, do, and have what you want. I rediscovered myself after the age of 50, and I know you can too. It's my time now to help you do just that. I'm so excited you're here. Let's dive in. There is a single moment when it all clicks, and suddenly you can see the way forward. Today, we're talking about what happens the instant your path lights up. Welcome back to the Midlife Reinvention Podcast. It's your coach, Kavita, with your Thursday check-in. On Monday, in episode 318, I shared the story of a client of mine, a woman who had reached the very top of her career, yet still felt completely empty, and how, together, we uncovered her Ikigai, or her reason for being, in the place where her 4 circles overlapped. If you've not heard it yet, you can go back to episode 318 because the whole story is there. But today, I want to slow down on one single moment inside that work because it is the moment everything turns on, the moment it clicks. Because there is a moment in this work where the fog lifts just enough and a woman suddenly sees it, a path and a direction, a shape to what comes next. And it is my favorite moment in everything I do. Let me take you right into it, because I will never forget hers. We had been walking through her pieces, her strengths, her passions, her values, and what she was here to contribute. And through it, pieces began coming together. Aha moments which she recognized as signals. And then it landed. All of a sudden, it came together at once. When we took a look at where the overlaps of the work we had done so far met. And I watched it hit her, and she looked at me and said, "Oh my God, I just got goosebumps." And so did I. Often it appears as tears of recognition, a feeling like it was right there in plain sight, and I didn't see it until now. And here's what I told her and what I want to tell you, because I hear those exact words from women again and again. Do not rush past that. Those goosebumps or tears are not a small thing. That is your inner voice and your body speaking at the very same moment, telling you, this is it. This is the right path. Your mind can talk you into and out of all kinds of things, but your body does not lie. The physical signals are the truth arriving before you have time to even think about it. And I want to name that what that moment really is because it is so much more than a nice feeling. Until then, her way forward had been building, one step at a time, a rung on the pyramid. And in that instant, it came to focus, the top of the pyramid, almost like a blueprint turning into an actual map. A map she could now follow. She could suddenly see not just what she wanted, that there might genuinely be a path to get there. And that changes everything because you cannot build towards something you cannot yet see. The moment you see it, you can begin. And that moment doesn't have to be laid out in perfection either. It is a moment which gives you permission and energy to begin. And here's the part I love the most, because it is so alive. Everything in her lifted. I could feel the energy in the room change. I always feel it the moment she feels it. The heaviness she had carried for so long was simply gone, and in its place was excitement, this pull, this I have to find a way to make this real thing. She started leaning in instead of sitting back. She started solving out loud the very problems that had frozen her for years. And underneath all of it was the thing I most wanted for her and for you. Confidence. Not loud or forced, but quiet and certain. This is what I am meant to do, and I can find my way to it. That lift has a name. It's called anabolic energy, the energy of expansion and possibility. And it is the opposite of heavy, stuck, draining, catabolic energy that can keep a woman in place for years. And here's what I want you to understand about it. That energy is not the reward waiting at the finish line. After you've figured it all out, it is released the moment you can see the path, and then it becomes the very fuel that helps you walk it. The seeing, the energy, and the confidence arrive together, and they build upon one another from there. So here's your invitation this week, and it's a gentle one. I'm not going to ask you to figure out your whole life. I just want you to notice. Notice any moment this week when something in you quietly lights up. When a possibility, however small, makes you sit up a little straighter. When you feel even a flicker of that this could actually work, or a whisper of those goosebumps. Do not talk yourself out of it, and do not analyze it to death. Just notice it and let yourself feel it, because that flicker is your own energy showing you where your path wants to go. And another thing you can do today is to start the process of building up your confidence, is to do the work. You can go to the show notes and download my free 28 Days to Building Confidence guide that is made exactly for this. It is a set of simple daily practices that build that quiet certainty day by day. Daily practices turn into a normal routine. The link is waiting for you in the show notes. Everything is already inside of you, my friend. And remember, you get to decide what comes next. So say it with me, and say it with confidence. It's my time now.